Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open.
Knew it.
I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine.
Yeah, they took...
You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Well, let's see what's happened.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Alright, what are we going to find here? Enemies? Second ship is still there. Ah, here we go. How about some shock? Would you like a shock?
Looking for your friend. Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that weapon. Wow, the Sisty Pig's still alive. Could use a little bit more damage. Oh, now I'm overloaded. Oh well. Well, let's break some stuff down. Real quick. Euthanasia kit. Oh, it's a long gun. Yeah, let's get rid of the bolter pistol. That should do it. Yeah. Alright, Phineas, where are you? See, I can go through that door. Hack 85. I can't hack. What is my hack? I think it's 80. $72. Damn. So the quest updated, though. Search the area for the passcode. Oh, fantastic. Oh! It was eaten by a Sisty Pig. Fantastic. If you're seeing the screen, perniciously kidnapped, incarcerated... If this is Abed's brother, I prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Open panel. Hidden panel. Where? Oh. You knew there had to be more to a ship than just the one lab. Some bits. Now you see, the Unreliable needs some of this. We need to view out the windows more than just what we get out of the captain's cabin.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Well, Parvati helps. Finn's Force. I assume that's his science weapon. And now we're overloaded again. A long gun, so sniper. Has stagger, energy weapon, damage 53 times 3. N-ray. Well, okay, let's break down the sawed-off shotgun. What else can we break down? The Vermin was a great gun earlier in the game. Now I'm so far beyond it. Okay, so what do we have here? Tartarus nav key. You can now travel to the Tartarus docking facilities from your ship. We're almost ready to level again. Confront Sophia. Oh. Okay. This better not be the end of the game. You know, we rescue Phineas, and then it's going to be like, congratulations, credits. I'm going to be kind of disappointed.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Okay, that's a little more specific.
Max. Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
Yes?
Aw, this is no fun anymore.
What are you doing?
Hey, something on your mind?
Nope. So that was it? Boy, they really have a whoever the devs were on the Obsidian team that set all this up, they have a overstated sense of what constitutes conflict. Let me put it that way. Toss ball blocker, not using that. Supper time. Flamethrower. See, I still like the flamethrower, even though I haven't had much chance to use it much. So, did I get bits for any of this? Repair all equipped. I didn't take much damage there. Now, what about Phineas's gun? I'll try it out, but... Oh, it is level 26. It's not doing a lot of damage, it's just the energy damage. The shock cannon, if I want to make a proper weapon out of that, I need to do... it needs to do way more damage. Okay, so... The cost to tinker goes up every time you do it repeatedly at the same bench, but if you do it a few times and then go to a different bench and do it a few times, it'll cost you less. Because, like, that just cost me, what, 130 bits to do that? But when I was going to do that upgrade when I was on the Hope, after having already tinkered with it 4 or 5 times, it was going to cost me like 1,300 bits. Mind control ray. Oh, that still costs a lot. Those all do. It's just the shock cannon that doesn't. Okay, so forget what I just said.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay, what's up?
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next. We gonna finish what we started?
See, this is the
To
end.
extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Well, what's so bad about the labyrinth?
It's a torment, Captain. Think on the deepest, darkest pit you can imagine and wrap it up in a storm so nasty it'll peel the skin right off your bones. That's Tartarus. Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
It'll probably take
If you
with us.
really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
We better prepare.
I'd wager we ain't getting a second chance here. What's the plan?
Sensible. Let's just hope they haven't resorted to torture. For his sake.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
I just want to tinker with their armor and their loadouts. That's all. I'm not running any missions. We're going to go and do this immediately. I just want to make sure. It's going to be Parvati and Max again, I think. I'm tempted to take Nyoka. Ellie has... I don't know. I don't know if it's her weapons. I haven't really looked after her weapons. Parvati, what have you got? Oh, wow. We need to really improve some of the weapons here. Okay, so she has a two-handed melee weapon that does 184 damage, 123. So Parvati, Vicar Max. He's got the shotgun. He's actually pretty good. Parvati needs some upgrading, though. So these are all the weapons the squad have equipped. Parvati had the vermin equipped? Or the automag? It should say she is the vermin. It doesn't say who has this equipped. See, that's bad. But it's Parvati who has the vermin equipped. Okay, can I just give her... She doesn't have to wield a pistol, right? I could give her anything here. That's a level 5 bolter. I just deconstructed a higher level bolter, didn't I? Well, I'm just looking at the cost of bits to tinker, that's all. So I'm not made of bits. She needs that two-hander, though. Okay, she's up to a level 23. That's a little bit better. She needs a better weapon. See, that's a level 2. Get out of here. How about a plasma rifle? Can we give a plasma rifle to Parvati? I hope so. It's got that burn effect on there. That should do. And that's not even getting into the armor. Now, where is it? Please tell me she can equip it. There we go. Nice. Okay, she's a little better off with that. How about the armor? Well, armor could use some improvement. Okay, let's just get her into this to start. I mean, we can probably tinker with it a little bit. Wait, whoa. Level 18 armor, 38 armor now. And we need to get you... Oh, she has the Iconoclast Apostle armor on. That's pretty good armor. Elite Troop armor. Alright, she looks pretty menacing now. And the Vicar, what have you got? 39 and 44. He's got some pretty good armor. Alright. And you can tinker armor. So this is what I have equipped. Oh wow, I have barely tinkered with any of this. I haven't needed to. I'm still wearing level 12. Level 12 armor and helmet. I have not needed to do this. Yeah. If you were going to play this, and you like a difficult time, you need to crank the difficulty on this game, I'll tell you that. These are all, I have not tinkered with these at all. I have not increased it at all. I frankly think the MSI helmet, I don't know. It looks like a pit crew uniform or something with all the bright colors and everything. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. Do I go up and talk to them or do I just do it straight from the panel? Who do I talk to?
Something on your mind?
Nope, that's it. So it said resolve any and all business. So this is the end of the game? Come on. Mass Effect 2 wasn't this short. I still haven't even been to Typhon. Or Hephaestus. Let's do a hard save. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. So, Typhon, I haven't been there, but that must have been a side mission that I never unlocked? I never went to Olympus either. I feel like I've spent enough time scouring the small corners of this game for minutia. I'm going to continue. I just saved. Unless these are for like DLC or something.
I inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me.
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized. At which point, your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
What the hell is wrong with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
That's it.
See you soon, Captain.
So this really is the end of the game, then. I'm shaking my head here. Okay, we've got Parvati and Max. It's fitting that it should be them. They kind of made the most impression on me the earliest on. Ellie, I kind of added too late, I think. Nayoka was good, but I got a little tired of her yell when doing her ult.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
Okay, we've got a battle. So wait, Groundbreaker is attacking? How come? Why is Groundbreaker attacking? Well, my disguise is gonna wear out, but then what? Don't shoot me, please. I'm just, you know, innocent bystander.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Everyone gets one mistake, just don't do it again.
Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Taste the freedom, asshole!
Nobody saw me do that. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, that was interesting. Could have used more things like that.
Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
What? Meditate on what?
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
Come on, Parvati. You can turn around. No disguise?
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
And that's her as good as telling me there are multiple ways through here. We want to go over there. And we've got two methods of access here. What's the floor plan look like? Not much help at all. So I need to get down to the ground floor, so I need to go. So if I go here. Okay, so I need to be down at this level anyway. Sounds like a proper battle raging out there. I feel like I missed something, a bunch of stuff somewhere, but you saw I looked all around Byzantium. I'm guessing I must have missed Groundbreaker. Yeah, that's not a good game. That is like, you're going to love our game world so much You're going to want to explore it, and you're going to explore every corner of it. That's a bit presumptuous, frankly. Well, at least we got the disguise. I don't even know that we've fired a put it away. We haven't even fired a shot. Let's sell all our junk. How's our weight's pretty high. Transition to the pit. So far, I'm not feeling very terrified. These are mostly... these look like recycled levels. This is not, clearly. Huh. So, we can't go through that door? Oh, yes we can. Huh, this is not stealing. Vermin 2. What's a Vermin 2? Level 29. Nice. Let's break that one down. We'll keep the Vermin 2 handy. Yeah, this is not stealing at all, for some reason. So now, what's on this terminal? Access storage manifest. Please do not leave perishables in here. We mark this as a cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. Structural changes needed to accommodate hibernation chambers. Okay, I don't know that I learned that much from that. Retro rockets. Solitary confinement manifest. Pod 2. This is probably him. This is Phineas, I'm almost sure. Pod 2, huh? And let's do F. It's weird that F to break down a weapon is F from the looting menu, but it's Q in your inventory. They should have made that all the same. Choppy again. Most so far, you know, I saw someone complain the game is actually ugly. It isn't. I don't think it is at all. But it definitely needs to be fixed up a bit and given some optimization
Let's go,
patches.
troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Whoa, what? Iconoclasts? They show up to support you? Is that what this is? So all the factions that you helped out?
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
You're asking right now? Lie. I was hired to test your security procedures. Congratulations, you passed.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your vigilant service. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
That's hilarious. Ooh, we got scary music. What we got back here? Wait, what? Is this one of the other ways in? No, this is the way we're gonna go. How does that make any sense? This is where I just was, isn't it? Yeah, we're... Okay. And now we're gonna wind up getting interrogated again because my disguise is gonna run out.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right.
Let me guess, this is going to be a higher one. Yep. Hey, I can't help the way I look.
No, I meant your uniform. There's something about it.
I stole some polish off one of the prisoners.
Ah, damn. Lucky you.
We needed more stuff like this. Only game I can think of that really uses a disguise mechanic like this that I can recall was the Saboteur. That had a very, very smooth, simple yet smooth disguise mechanic in it. Uh-oh. The game crashed. Hopefully my last quick save is around. Hopefully I didn't stop recording either. I'm going to have to cut the part, stop recording and restart. Because I'm recording with Radeon Relive, so it's set to record my desktop. So not only full screen applications. So let's see about stopping. And starting again. Alright, let's hope it picks up at a good spot. So where did I wind up? I'm on Tartarus. Oh, we're retransitioning to the pit. Alright, well, I'm not going to edit any of this out. Like I said, this is a blind playthrough. And blind playthrough means you get to see just about everything. That means I'm not editing it. Get the Vermin 2 again. The only editing I'm going to do is joining those two together. Joining those two files together. And like I said, Pod 2, I swear that's Phineas. Alright, well, now you see I'm not playing this blind anymore, not this little section. Still sticks and stutters.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
I don't know why they suddenly showed up. Like the iconoclasts are just showing up out of nowhere? Why? For what reason?
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Can I intimidate? Yeah, what's it to you?
Whoa, nothing. I was just asking. I was going to welcome you aboard.
Oh, okay. Thanks, you made your point.
Okay, all right.
So we should get through here now, without issue. Please don't crash on me. Let's unseal this door. Okay, this mechanical wasn't here before. I don't think. And it crashed again. This is not good, folks. I may not be able to complete the game at this rate. I'm going to try it one more time here, but I don't have any solutions. And maybe this is how the playthrough ends. I may have to tell you to go watch somebody else's playthrough, and that really bums me out, but there's not much I can do about it. Not much at all. Like, literally nothing. And this is the other price of playing a game at launch. Well, this would be really disappointing, I have to say. Because I want to see the end. I'm like, even if it's the ending is sooner than I expected, it's still... See, I'm not even going to bother looting the stuff in here, except the vermin. See, now I don't want to take the time at all. I just want to get through it. I'm going to be getting... I'm not even angry, really. You know, the game has given me a fair amount of frustration, that's for sure. Is everybody... Oh, they are on here. The game has given me a fair amount of frustration, but not from the combat or the dialogue. It's just...
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Just from proceeding with quests and such. At a guess, I would say there's supposed to be another faction that's going to come to my assistance. And either I didn't get the faction on my side, or...
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Yeah, are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
I don't know whether I didn't get them on my side, or whether... you know, I failed to check, because, you know, I did the Sunlight quest. And, you know, that didn't end in a positive way. Now, I'm going to quick save here. Unseal the door. Now. I see mechanicals in there. I can move around out here just fine. Gonna quick save again. Nope, that's the end of the playthrough, I think, folks. Kind of bummed. Well, folks, unexpectedly, I am back here because I did some looking on the internet, and it turns out this is a fairly well-known bug that affects even consoles. And apparently, you can just shoot Chairman Rockwell and you'll be able to enter the room just fine. Apparently, he's the source of the bug here. But I want to talk to him. That's kind of been the way I've been playing the game. And apparently there is a way you can get into that door over there. So I'm going to see about doing that right now. Hopefully I can do it without getting into conflict.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right.
Oh, this again. Hey, I can't help the way I look.
No, I meant your uniform. There's something about it.
I stole some polish off one of the prisoners.
Aw, damn. Lucky you.
Okay, so I read about this online. They said you have to come out here. And apparently we can get around behind a wall over there, or something. It's funny how the insurgents, they know who I am because they didn't attack me. Now it's right here. Supposedly you can jump up on this thing. You can't get over this wall, but you can jump up on the railing. Come on. Can I jump up here first? No. Oh boy. You're supposed to be able to jump up on this railing, and then you're able to get over behind here. How about if I take a running jump? Move it, you two. Oh shit, and I'm dead. Wow.
Captain, you're wounded.
No shit, Max. Well, that kind of got me up there. It's got to be a running jump, I guess. Well, great. Now I'm behind here. That's no bloody good. Now I gotta load the game. But if you go up here, get up onto this railing... Nope, didn't make it. Nope. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit this. Max, get out of the way. Both of you, get back. I'm trying to jump over there. Idiots. Nope. And now I'm behind here and I can't move again. I'm really trying to make this work. And no, I'm not going to edit this out. This is my travails. This is Obsidian's mess that they made. This is their embarrassment, not mine, that I have to try to do this. I did it. Okay. And they teleported. Okay, we got it. Now they said... pit exit. This is the door. There we go.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
Oh, piss off.
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
I'll see for my... yeah. Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about all this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Let's see. Persuade or intimidate? I have enough for both, I'm surprised. I'm going to get your administration's cooperation one way or another.
You are a captain of action. I'll give you that. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
You're damn right you will, otherwise I'm coming for you next. That's right. But of course, it's win-win for him, right? So if we die, he proceeds with his original plan. And if we succeed, then he's our new tool. Either way, he's going to come out of it with purpose. Now where are we going? Please don't let there be any more bugs.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and
okay.
fight.
Everybody that I helped is showing up to help me, even though I never contacted them, I never told them what I was doing. I never explained anything about my plan.
My life has been leading up to this point. I am, I believe, ready.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
Well, there's Phineas.
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Aw, stop. You're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Personally?
I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
So how did they know where he was? Or is that just a plot hole? Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option.
Fine, let's fight.
Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Do your worst, you psychopath.
If you insist. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain.
I'm scared.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Weapons out. No more disguises. Oh, there he is. Ram. The Ram boss. Haven't really been bosses in this game. I suppose I should save here. So what have I got? Got my energy cannon. I'm just going to stick with the heavy rifle. I got plenty of ammo for it. Now this isn't fair. I'm supposed to just exit out and directly face him. That's not fair. Okay, that was good.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Damn! He's not gonna have a chance at this rate. Oh, I can just stagger him. Is he even gonna get a chance to get a shot off, I wonder? Oh, piss off. Come on, keep the big guy down. Oh, they go after whoever I'm attacking. There we go. Ram's almost down. He's done. Too easy. I'm not gonna run around taking care of all these. Much too easy. I may have something coming up in the dialogue though, so let's put some. Persuade is through the roof. Inspiration. Just in case we have to actually fight her. Oh, we need 2 more. Well, let's go tech. Let's go science. Oh, and I have perks. Come on. Blah, 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 blah. Movement penalty to accuracy. Consumable weight. I didn't even know consumables had weight. Well, I'm very grateful to whoever found this solution online. I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'll link to the webpage where I found it. There was a YouTube video. But thank you very much. Wow, suddenly things got luxurious. Whoever ran this oh, Sophia, she likes this stuff. Oh, we do have to fight her. Damn. Chairman's key. Got you here, Phineas.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
You know I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas.
I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. Now I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
I've got plans. With the chairman in my pocket, no one's going to know I'm running the colony.
The chairman? I don't know why you let that heartless creature live, but I'll have to trust your judgment. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Tomorrow holds DLC.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus and made Chairman Rockwell your own puppet, a role he was all too eager to play. The colony never realized you were the true power behind the new administration. By acting vicariously through agents and third parties, you controlled Halcyon from the shadows. As a result, Halcyon survived the turbulent years that were to follow. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
All right, we made it. We made it to the end. This was, so it was really quite a short campaign in the end then. I mean, I extended it out because I overthought the whole talking to the minister in the house. I overthought the whole thing. I thought I was going to need a disguise, and instead you just had to talk to the guard out front and then pretend to be the postman. But, you know, that drew it out much longer for me. If you think about it, the actual main story isn't that long. It's mostly with the focus, most of the game is the focus on the side characters and your team. I think this is a great start. And I think, obviously there are some very talented people. Oh, Justin E. Bell, I've never heard of him, but good job, dude. The music for this game is really, really good. Former musician here, that's why, you know, I always notice the music stuff. But it feels like this was a great start, but this is, I I'd say the most polished aspects of this were the dialogue and stuff, and the voice acting, and making the choices in the conversations. Those were, and going and talking to people and such like that. The actual areas, the sandboxes, to me felt way too small. Some of the quests were very obviously fetch quests. The graphics were really disappointing. The skyboxes were terrible on the planets with the clouds. That's some of the worst clouds I've ever seen, like in a newer game. And, I was really disappointed in Byzantium as well. It seemed very, very, outside of the bar, or, whatever that little cafe was. I think it was a bar. There really wasn't a lot of individuality to any of the architecture. I mean, maybe that was the point, because it was the headquarters of, like, a corporate, the head of the board where all the corporations are, so it's going to be the most restricted, the most stale, and the least emotional, you could say. And that was the point of Byzantium, but I don't know, I felt like people would have shown their wealth off a little more, so I was expecting a little bit more extravagance. But, that's just me, but the combat was definitely way too easy. This was on normal difficulty, so if you're looking for a hardcore survival experience, you want to crank that up like crazy. That was Ashley Birch as Parvati? Damn. She's got a lot of range. Wasn't she Tiny Tina in Borderlands? Wow. Okay. I'm very impressed there. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't recommend you get this at this time. This game very badly needs an optimization patch, and they really, really need to fix that crash right there at the end. Which, I can understand a bug like that slipping through the cracks when it's near the end, and maybe not everybody play tests all the way through to the end, and obviously it's not affecting everybody, or it would be heading up everybody's review of this game that there's a major crash in the end. But you gotta fix that. That's something that definitely has to be fixed. DLC, I could see how they could put some DLC missions in here, but it feels pretty complete as it is. But I think I was on Twitter earlier today, and I think it was Phil Spencer, who's head of Xbox for Microsoft, was like, yeah, exciting to see a new IP like The Outer Worlds doing so well. And the fact that he referred to it as a new IP, and it is, but if it was just going to be a one-off game, I think he would have said something like, exciting to see The Outer Worlds doing so well. But instead, he's viewing it as, oh, we've got this new IP now, it's The Outer Worlds, and that, to me, just indicates that the big picture view is they see there are going to be more games in this series. Where it goes, I don't know. I think there are so many different things they could do with this. But they have to be games that are similar to this game in spirit, if you know what I mean. This game has a winning formula. They just need to really smooth the edges off and make, I want to say make the combat more engaging. A lot of times it was just, tinker with your weapons and you're overpowered equals win. They need to add some depth to that. I think they could add some depth to the crafting, too, instead of just press E to tinker and spend money to gain damage. I feel like they could do more with that. I'm just going through my head here. I don't usually do this at the end of playthroughs, but like I said, this was a blind playthrough for me, so this was a bit of a different experience. I'm glad I had it. Recording a game without any preparation, it definitely let me think on my feet a little more, and but I had a few you know, I had a few stumbles because I didn't know where to go or what to do. And sometimes I expected too much, I think. Which, you know, that's entirely my fault. I deliberately avoided reviews and such, other than, you know, people saying, oh yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, I think this is a great game. It's got a great future. I think a lot of different people can play this game and have a good time with it. You just have to enjoy dialogue. They're gamers, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's just a different taste. I'm saying there's some people, they don't like the dialogue. They want to get through it, and they want to get to the action. If you're one of those people, you will not enjoy the Outer Worlds. Because there is a lot of dialogue, and if you don't go through the dialogue, you're not going to know what's going on. It was the same story in Greedfall. So, if you don't mind having conversations with characters and really just sitting down and exploring this world through talking to people, you're going to have a great time with the Outer Worlds. And that's my honest opinion of this. I think as it is right now, I would give the Outer Worlds a 7. After it gets patched and fixed and optimized to run a lot better, I would definitely give it an 8 out of 10. So 7 as it is now, 8 out of 10 after it gets patched and the bugs get fixed. Do I recommend getting it before it gets patched? I mean, I don't know. That was a pretty big glitch, but there was a way around it. So, anyway, if you stuck with the playthrough for this long, thanks for watching. And I had a lot of fun making this one. And coming up next, I've got a couple of other projects in the works. And I hope you stick around to watch those as well. Thanks for watching.